What is a decent home? A home is a safe place to live. It opens up unlimited possibilities. It opens the door to good health, better performance in school, and livelihood opportunities. We work with low-income, marginalized families to build homes and to raise awareness for adequate housing and sanitation. Habitat for Humanity's vision is to create a world where everyone has a decent place to live. Habitat is present in over 80 countries around the world. In India, Habitat for Humanity works in 20 states in the areas of shelter, sanitation, and disaster response. Habitat for Humanity India believes that housing provides a critical foundation for breaking the cycle of poverty. Since its inception in 1983, Habitat for Humanity India has touched the lives of 6,54,757 individuals across 20 states. 61,342 homes have been built. 15,106 toilets have been built. 138,487 individuals have been impacted through disaster response. In its mission to build homes for the underprivileged people, Habitat for Humanity is supported by many respected personalities, such as the former President of the USA, Jimmy Carter, Michelle Obama, actors such as Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, John Abraham, Jacqueline Fernandez, R. Madhavan, Vivek Oberoi, and Purab Kohli. In 1984, former US President Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind Carter took their first Habitat work trip called the Jimmy Carter Work Project to New York City. In 2006, Jimmy Carter came to India for Jimmy Carter Work Project and built 100 homes in Lonavala, Maharashtra.
And I think my heart has been in it for a long time, but I don't think I've had the understanding and the mind to accomplish what needs to be done to make the big sweeping changes.
Over 1 billion displaced people, the greatest luxury is a roof over their head.
I was very affected by what had actually happened with the floods and the situation in Tamil Nadu. And it was some kind of, it left such an impact on me that I actually wanted to do something about it. I actually knew that I could do something about this because I was affiliated and I'm still affiliated with Habitat for Humanity.
Hi guys, this is Madhavan, and I'd like to thank Sacred Heart Convent, Kalyan, for this rather magnanimous donation. Chennai has been through a very tough time. The floods have taken their tolls, people have lost lives. And Habitat for Humanity has stepped in with the most amazing relief work for all the people in Chennai, Tiruvallur, Virupuram and all the neighboring areas. Habitat has been doing this fantastic job and I've been involved with them for the past 8 years. And now they're rebuilding Chennai and providing relief kits as well as repairing the homes. Thank you very much, all of you, for this wonderful gesture.
Hi guys, this is John Abraham. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Do you know what the cycle of poverty is? Generations of people stay poor due to lack of resources. Fundamental resources like food, water, shelter, and clothes, which you and I take for granted. 1 in every 4 Indians lives below the poverty line. In fact, the exact number is 29%. Do you know what is the meaning of the poverty line? Poverty line means those who are unable to spend rupees 32 in rural areas and rupees 47 in urban areas each day. Dear children, this is less than what you may be spending on a burger or a cup of coffee. That sounds really bad, isn't it? But there is a solution. One of the key factors in tackling the poverty cycle is the provision of adequate housing. What is a house or a home? It just doesn't keep the rain out. It's a safe, healthy, welcoming, and productive environment. The demand for a decent home is huge and a fundamental one. A good home is less stressful for a family, especially for women and children. It protects their privacy and enables them to live their life in dignity. It helps them make the most of life, be more productive, and have a place where their kids can study. This is the true value of a home. But unfortunately, millions of Indians do not have a decent home. Your contribution will help us build a decent home for them. Around 400 million Indians have absolutely no electricity, no light to study after dark. This leads to 1 in 3 kids between the age of 6 to 14 to drop out of schools before completing their elementary education. That's standard 8. Don't you feel that children like you from rural and tribal areas should have access to quality education? Millions of people in India neither have access to clean water nor sanitation. People are forced to practice open defecation, which leads to a spread of diseases. Do you know how many people in India practice open defecation? Nearly 597 million. This is more than half our country. Daily, 1,600 children are dying due to diseases like diarrhea. Keeping this in mind, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi gave a clarion call on the 15th of August, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Do you know really what the meaning of Swachh Bharat is? The real meaning of Swachh Bharat is to make India open defecation free by 2019. By helping raise funds for Habitat for Humanity, you are contributing directly towards building toilets and sanitation units across India. Do you know that 4.3 million people a year die from the exposure to indoor pollution? The use of solid fuels like wood, charcoal, crop, waste takes a heavy toll on the health of women and children. Poorly ventilated homes makes this even worse. You may have seen in villages that the height of children is small. The growth of 1 child in every 2 children is stunted due to indoor air pollution. Women and children breathe kerosene fumes every day, and that's the equivalent of smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Isn't that dangerous? It indeed is. However, you have the power to change this. Help Habitat for Humanity overcome indoor air pollution as they provide smokeless chulas and solar lanterns to underprivileged families. Your contribution will help us build a decent shelter for the needy people and give them a chance to lead their life with dignity. Together, we can break the cycle of poverty. Together, we can create a world where everyone has a decent place to live. By 2030, the global population will be around 8.3 billion, and India's share would be 1.4 billion. This means more people will need a roof over their head. You can make this possible. It's a simple idea, really, to give millions of low-income families a place where they can live safely, productively, and happily. A place they can call home.
Close your eyes for a moment and envision. What does your home mean to you? Time with your family, a safe and secure place to sleep, eat, and live, the fulcrum of your existence that allows growth in all other areas like health, education, livelihood, and well-being. Now, open your eyes and face the reality. There are 7.2 billion people on this planet. A conservative estimate states that over 100 million people are homeless. $2.6 billion lack sanitation. In India, 73 million families lack basic housing, and 60% of our country's population lives in inhuman conditions. What can it mean to live without a shelter in the most deprived environments, to visit open areas deficient in privacy and sanitation? What is it like to have one's home wrecked due to a natural disaster such as a flood, tsunami, or earthquake? To sleep on streets or in fields? What must it be to raise a family without having a place to call home?
मुझे 24 घंटे गर्म पानी नहीं चाहिए।
मुझे जिम नहीं चाहिए।
मुझे ऐसी बालकनी नहीं चाहिए।
हमें सिर्फ एक घर चाहिए।
Every problem has a response.
Why has your brother not come to school today, Vidya?
My brother is not feeling well.
Why? What happened to him?
He is suffering from diarrhea.
What is diarrhea?
Diarrhea is caused by bad water and open defecation. When you don't have a toilet at home, you go outside for defecation. Flies sit on the stool and the same flies come and sit on food. Since you have been sitting here for about 10 minutes, 20 kids would have died in India by now due to diarrhea, which is due to lack of sanitation facilities. Did you know 50% of Indian population defecate in the open and don't have sanitation facilities? By defecating in the open, I mean they go for their toilet needs in the open. They go to fields, forests, railway tracks or other open spaces. India ranks number 1 in the world in open defecation.
I heard that Aisha has dropped out of school and she is just in class 7.
Her school does not have a toilet facility, and this was one of the main reasons that she has stopped going to school. It's not just Aisha who has dropped out, but a number of girls drop out of the school for the same reason. In fact, did you know that nearly 22% of primary schools don't have separate sanitation facilities for girls? Do you know nearly half, that is 46% of rural schools don't have toilet facilities?
Due to lack of sanitation facilities, even elders are troubled. Some are even bitten by snakes when they go out to defecate in the open.
Habitat for Humanity is a non-governmental organization that builds homes and toilets for the needy.
What is it that inspired us to fight for independence without violence? What is it that drives the national team to overcome even the fiercest opposition? What is it that makes Indians work so hard for economic progress? Commitment and pride of our country. India is ready for another epic achievement, ending open defecation. Help make India a clean and happy country. It is in our hands.
Come kids, let me show you how Habitat for Humanity has brought a change in the lives of the people, thanks to the funds raised by you.
In Gujarat, Habitat has built sanitation units and homes in Sabarkantha, Dharampur and Dahod. In Maharashtra, Habitat has built homes, individual household latrines and school sanitation units in Ambernath, Aurangabad, Hingoli, Kalyan, Karjat, Osmanabad, Sangli, Raigad and Amravati. In Aurangabad, we are also providing water wheels. During the Tamil Nadu floods, Habitat provided food and water as well as emergency shelter kits to people. We are now building permanent homes. Habitat has built homes and sanitation units in Andanallur, Kullithalai, Villipuram and Kanchipuram too. After Jammu and Kashmir floods, Habitat provided 1,020 emergency shelter kits and built 106 new homes for the flood-affected people. In Andhra Pradesh, Habitat built 83 houses in Vizag after the Hudhud disaster. We have built sanitation units and homes in Kadapa and Hyderabad. After the Uttarakhand floods, Habitat provided emergency shelter kits built transitional shelters, permanent homes, and also a school. In Delhi, Habitat has built homes in Bhavana and Bhalaswa. Habitat has built homes and sanitation units in Bangalore. In West Bengal, Habitat has built homes in Sonarpur. In Rajasthan, Habitat has built school sanitation units in Alwar. In Madhya Pradesh, Habitat has done home repairs and sanitation projects in Gwalior.
Now let us hear from the families how these projects have improved their lives.
Delhi. The urban landscape is dotted by such slums. Many a times, the homes do not have four walls, a window, or even a door. Life is a struggle for people living in such conditions.
2004 से हम झुग्गियों में रह रहे थे। तब हमें झुग्गियों में रहने से काफ़ी परेशानी थी। नाली का पानी, बारिश का पानी घर में आ जाता था। हम इधर उधर कहीं घर छोड़ के कहीं जा नहीं सकते थे। बच्चे बीमार पड़ जाते थे, शौचालय ना था। हम चेतनालय में अपना स्वयं सहायता समूह बनाया। समूह बनाने के बाद हमें हैबिटेट के बारे में पता चला, जिसके ज़रिए हमें ये लोन की मदद मिलके हमने ये घर बनाया। हमें बाहर शौचालय नहीं जाना पड़ता, घर में हमारे शौच बन गया है। ना तो अब बारिश का पानी घर में आता है, ना नालियों का पानी आता है। घर में सब सामान ठीक ठाक से रहता है। क्या बच्चे टाइम पे स्कूल चले जाते हैं, घर से टाइम पे पढ़ते हैं और बच्चों की पढ़ाई वढ़ाई सब सही टाइम पे हो रही है।
जब हमारी झुग्गियाँ थी तो हम बहुत परेशान रहते थे। हमारी पढ़ाई अच्छी तरीके से नहीं हो पा रही थी। आंधी तूफान के कारण हमारी झुग्गियों की जो दीवारें थी वो हिला करती थी और लाइट जाने पर या बिजली जाने पर हमें बहुत नुकसान हुआ करता था और हम पढ़ नहीं सकते थे। और जब से हैबिटेट की मदद से हमने अपना घर बनवाया है, तो घर बनने से हमें जब बिजली आती है वो हम किसी भी टाइम पढ़ सकते हैं। और जब आंधी तूफान है हम अपने घर में सुरक्षित बैठे रहते हैं। हमें पानी की बहुत अच्छी सुविधा हो चुकी है और हम स्कूल सही टाइम पे और अच्छी पढ़ाई करते हैं।
A ray of sunshine is being brought into the lives of these people by Habitat for Humanity by building safe and decent homes. The Mala family did not have a toilet at their home and were forced to defecate in the open. Not only was this unhygienic, it was embarrassing for the entire family, especially the girls.
जंगल में जाता होता था, બધા વાઘ આવે ને રાતે ડુંકરા બી આવે, જાનવર આવે, ઈંચું આવે, બધા પગમાં તો થોડો જ છે. તો હવે નજીક આવી ગયા તો સારું.
આ ડુંગરે જવા માટે રાતને કોઈ બીક લાગતી હતી. ઘરે આવી ગયો તો સારુંમાં સારું છે. સારું એમ રાતને કંઈ ડુંગરે જવું નહીં પડતું.
હમણાં શૌચાલય આવી ગયું એટલે ઘરે જ જવું પડ્યું છે ને સારી બાબત છે. પહેલાં સ્કૂલમાં ને એવું આનું મોડું ને એવું થતું હતું. હમણાં નજીક જ એટલે જ્યારે ત્યારે જઈ શકીએ. ગંદકી ને એવી ફેલાતી હતી એટલે બીમાર ને એવું પડતા. દરેક ઘરે રહે તો ખૂબ જ સારું.
Today, the Mala family has access to a toilet. This has resulted in improved health and hygiene. The children do not miss school anymore and focus on their studies. Rani and her husband Thirumal are blessed with one son and two daughters. Thirumal is a carpenter and Rani works as a domestic help. Their old house was in poor condition. The walls were broken. The roofing was damaged and used to leak during the rainy season. The kids could not focus on their studies, nor could they get peaceful sleep.
ಮನೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ಮನೆ ಹಳೆಯದೇ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಂತ ಪಕ್ಕದಾಗ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆಯವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಈ ಥರ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್ ಕಟ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೋಗಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರು. ಮುಂಚೆ ಆಚೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಅವ್ರ ಸೈಡೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಷ್ಟು.
ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟು ಮುಂಚೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಚೆ ತೋಪು ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಬಂದು ಈ ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಯಿತು ನಮ್ಗೆ. ನೈಟ್ ಆಗಲೇ ಏನು ಚಿಂತೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲು ಕಾವಲು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಇವಾಗ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಈಗ ಆರೋಗ್ಯನೇ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ.
ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಬಯಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಜಾವ ಅಥವಾ ನೈಟ್ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಏನು ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ದಿರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ತುಂಬ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟೇಟ್.
Habitat built a home for the family. Now they have a safe and decent house to live in, which consists of one hall, one bedroom, a kitchen and a toilet facility. Not having a proper roof over their head was a concern faced by many families in Karjat. Their homes were in a dilapidated condition and this led to a lot of problems. But all this changed with the help of Habitat for Humanity.
संडास नव्हता पहिले तर इकडे वरती जायला लागायचा, ते पण कोणी जेंट्स असलं तर मग महिला जरा भरपूर अजून लांब जायच्या, आणि ते पण सकाळी गेल्या तर ठीक, नाही तर संध्याकाळी जायचा, कारण की दुपारी असं कुठं पण लेडीज कुठं बसणार, बसायला जागा नाही असते ना. मग आता लेडीज एक ठीक आहे, मुलींचा म्हणजे कसं पॅड वगैरे वापरतात, मग ते टाकायला प्रॉब्लेम व्हायचा. आता संडास बांधल्यावर जरा व्यवस्थित आहे मुलींचा. आणि एक अजून म्हणजे गरोदर असल्यावर बाया त्यांना पण भरपूर लांब जायला लागायचा, मग त्रास व्हायचा. आता संडास बांधल्यावर जरा व्यवस्थित आहे. असं बाहेर गेल्यावर कधी विंचू साप वगैरे दिसलं तर पोरा वगैरे घाबरून यायची ना, मग ते बसायला जरा घाबरायची. मग रात्रीचं जायला पण भीती वाटायची, पाऊस पडतो तेव्हा भीतीच वाटायची. तेव्हा म्हणजे असं रात्रीचे जायलाच नको, सकाळी किंवा कुठंतरी इकडं शेतावर गेल्यावर दुपारी तिकडं.
आम्हाला पहिले सकाळी किंवा रात्री जायला लागायचं आणि आम्हाला खूप प्रॉब्लेम्स व्हायचे. आणि तुमची संस्था आली तेव्हापासून आम्ही संडासं बांधले आणि त्याच्यामुळे आम्हाला फायदा झाला आहे. आणि अजून आम्हाला संडासं यावा आणि अजून आमचा फायदा व्हावा. इतर लोक बाहेर जातात तर सर्वांनी आपल्याच संडासमध्ये जावं आणि बाहेर घाण होऊ नये यासाठी संडास बांधावं सर्वांनी.
Sivagami is visually impaired. She and her children were one among the several families affected by the Tamil Nadu floods, which badly damaged their house.
கால் வேறு வந்துச்சு சார், உட்கார முடியல, படுக்க முடியல, இடம் இல்லை, பாயெல்லாம் தொப்பக்கட்டை நனைஞ்சிச்சு, பாத்திரம் எல்லாமே நனைஞ்சு போச்சு, ஃபுல்லாக ஜன்னல் அது எல்லாம் ஒழுங்குனால ஜன்னல் வெளியே வர முடியல, எதுவுமே செய்ய முடியல, அப்படியே உள்ளே தான் உட்காந்து கஷ்டம். உள்ளே தான் சார் இருந்தேன், ஒன்றுமே பண்ண முடியாது. தண்ணி அதான் கால் வேறு வந்துச்சு, உள்ளே நடக்க முடியாது, தண்ணியை தகுந்த நடக்க முடியாது. இங்கேருந்து மழை தண்ணிலாம் ஊற்றிக்கின்னு அப்படியே வந்துடுச்சு, மழை பெய்யுது. உள்ளே அப்படியே இருந்தேன், இவங்க தான் எல்லாம் க்ளீன் பண்ணி எல்லாம் இது பண்ணியிருந்தாங்க. அதனால் எனக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியல, பிள்ளைங்க தான் எல்லாம் செஞ்சுட்டு இருந்தாங்க, நான் அப்படியே உட்காந்துனே இருந்தேன் அந்த இடத்துலையே, மழையில தண்ணிங்க. வெளியெல்லாம் என்னால் வர முடியாது இல்லைங்களா, அதனால அப்படியே உட்காந்துங்க அந்த சேர்லேயே. படுக்க இடம் இல்லை, பெருக்கி அப்படியே பெருக்கி இது பண்ணலாம், தூங்கின்னு இருக்கும்போது மழை பெய்யுது, அதுக்கும் தண்ணி ஃபுல்லாக பாயெல்லாம் நனைஞ்சிது, அப்படியே அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணிக்கினேன்.
மழை வரும்போது இங்கே ரொம்ப ப்ராப்ளமாக நிறைய பிரச்சனையாக இருந்தது, நிறைய தண்ணிலாம் உள்ளே வந்தது, அதையும் தாண்டி இருந்தேன் நான். கஷ்டமாக இருந்தேன். அம்மாவுக்கு சாப்பாடு எடுத்துன்னு போகிறது, சாப்பாடு கொடுக்கறது, ட்ரெஸ் எடுத்துன்னு கொடுக்குறது, பாத்ரூம் எடுத்துன்னு போகிறது, மழையில் எல்லாமே நாங்கள் தான் செஞ்சோம் அம்மாவுக்கு. ஆனால் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டோம் மழையினால். அதுக்கப்புறம் மழை போனால் இவங்களாம் வீடு வந்து கட்டி தரதுனால எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. இப்போ கொஞ்சம் பரவாயில்ல, ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கு மாரி வீடு கட்டி தரதுனால. இப்போ மழை வந்தாலும் எங்களுக்கு எந்த பாதிப்பும் வராது.
Anjali Aziz lost her father many years ago. Anjali and her mother Kulsuma worked hard to put together the pieces of their lives, but the floods in Srinagar took everything away from them. Their house, their belongings, everything was washed away in the floods.
हम बचपन से वहीं पे रहते थे, मतलब वो हमारे फादर का मकान था जो उसने बनाया था, तो उसकी डेथ के बाद भी हम वहीं पे रहते थे 2 साल से. मतलब जब बारिश स्टार्ट हुई 2 दिन बारिश कंटिन्यू थी, तो मतलब पानी ऊपर चढ़ता गया. जो हमारा मकान था वो पूरी तरह से ख़त्म हुआ. जो हमारे बुक्स थे, हमारे एग्जाम्स मतलब आने वाले थे, तो बहुत ज़्यादा परेशानी हुई, हद से ज़्यादा परेशानी हुई. तो ना कुछ सहारा था, ना कोई सपोर्ट था. तो until you come, तो आप ही की वजह से मतलब ये मकान आज खड़ा है, तो हम अब अपनी ज़िंदगी गुजार सकते हैं. तो अल्लाह ने मदद ही किया आप ही के ज़रिए से, तो हम बहुत खुश हैं.
The new home has instilled a renewed hope in Anjali to chase her dreams. Your contribution helps us realize the dreams of thousands of people like Anjali. Rupee for Change is a campaign that engages schools in advocacy volunteer and fundraising activities to support Habitat's efforts of rebuilding the nation. Over 35,000 students from 260 schools across India have participated in the Rupee for Change campaign activities such as house builds, marathons, and 2D art contests. We thank all the schools and the students. Your contribution has enabled Habitat for Humanity India to rebuild the lives of 6,54,757 individuals across 20 states.
Dear students, I hope all of you will participate in Rupee for Change. 5 winners from 4 different zones get a chance to meet me personally in Mumbai. And I'm really looking forward to meeting these kids who are going to make that change for Habitat for Humanity and make the change in such a big way where you build roofs for those poor people who need a place called home. This is John Abraham signing off for Habitat for Humanity.